Hello everyone, today we'll be dealing with Module 4, design of digital Chebyshev filter using bilinear transformation, impulse invariance method. The second chapter of Module 4 is realization of IR filter, which is already covered. So in the first chapter of Module 4, we'll be looking at the design of a digital Chebyshev filter using bilinear and impulse invariance method. So prior to this, in module 3, design of IR filters, we have seen the types of filters, that is low pass, high pass, band pass and band reject, and the design of analog low pass Butterworth filter and problems based on it. Similarly, design of analog low pass Chebyshev filter and problems on it. Frequency transformation in analog domain, problems based on low pass to high pass, band pass and band reject. And in module 3, we have only design of digital filters for Butterworth filter. In module 3, we have to design a digital filter for Butterworth filter using bilinear transformation and impulse invariance method, and based problem on these two techniques. So module 3 covers the design of analog Butterworth filter and Chebyshev filter, and design of digital filter only for Butterworth filter using these two techniques. Where in case of module 4, now it is only design of digital Chebyshev filter using bilinear transformation and impulse invariance method. Let's go with the problem. Design of digital Chebyshev filter for the following specification using bilinear transformation and impulse invariance method. So this is the statement problem given in the problem. So here for the same problem we will be using both the techniques, that is bilinear transformation and impulse invariance method. So first we will be looking at bilinear transformation. So this is your alpha p, alpha s, omega p and omega s. So these values are in a digital domain. So the omega represents a digital omega and this omega represents the analog. So here we will be calculating alpha p, but in alpha p is what? 1 by square root of 1 plus zeta square. So we have seen this kind of problem and we get by calculation, by squaring on both the sides, we get the answer as zeta is equal to 0.75. Similarly, we get for alpha as 1 by square root of 1 plus lambda square equal to 0.2, and we get the value of lambda as 4.899. Now we need to pre-wrap the digital filters. We need to convert that digital filter to an analog frequency, So here omega p is equal to 2 by t tan of omega p by 2. Substitute the value of omega p as 0.2 pi. We get omega p. In omega s is equal to 2 by t tan of omega s by 2. Substitute the value of omega s as 0.6 pi, and we get omega p and omega s in radians per second. The value of t is 1 second over here. Now after this we need to find the order of the filter. So we are looking at Chebyshev filter, so the formula will change for the order of the filter for n. Cos h inverse lambda by zeta divided by cos h inverse 1 by k, or it can be cos h inverse omega s by omega p. Substitute the values of lambda, zeta, omega s and omega p. You get the order as 1.207. Now round off the value of n to the next higher integer. So therefore the value of n is 2 now. So now in case of Chebyshev design analog filter design, we need to calculate mu, which is zeta raised to minus 1 plus square root of 1 plus zeta raised to minus 2. Substitute the value of zeta and you get the answer of mu as 3. Now you have to calculate the major and the minor axis A and B. So this is the formula for A to calculate omega p into mu raised to 1 by n minus mu raised to minus 1 by n divided by 2. For B it is omega p into mu raised to 1 by n plus mu raised to minus 1 by n divided by 2. Substitute the value of mu and omega p. You get the answer of A as 0.375 and B as 0.75. Now the next part is to calculate the poles. So in order to calculate the poles for Chebyshev filter, the formula is Sk is equal to A of cos phi k plus j of sine phi k, where phi k is calculated by the formula pi by 2 plus 2k minus 1 into pi divided by 2n. So the value of n is 2. So we'll be having k values 1 and 2 only for both sk and phi k. So if you substitute the value of k as 1, we get phi 1 as 135 degree. Now substitute the value of a as 0.375. Phi k, phi 1 will be 135 degree plus j of value of b is 0.75 sine of 135. You get the answer as 0.265 plus j 0.53. Similarly, you will be calculating phi 2 and the answer is 225 degree. Substitute the value of a and b, substitute the value of phi 2 and you get the answer as minus 0.265 minus j of 0.53. Now the next step is to calculate the denominator. So it is s minus s1 into s minus s2. Substitute the value of s1 and s2 in this equation. So here this whole term is a, this is b. S plus 0.265 will be again a and this term is b. So it is a minus b into a plus b. So it is a square minus b square, wherein this j square value will be giving us a minus 1, therefore it is plus. So it is s plus 0.265 the whole square plus 0.53 the whole square. Simplify this and you get the answer as s square plus 0.5306s plus 0.3516. Now you have found the denominator of the h of s. We need to find the numerator of the transfer function. So to find the numerator, as the value of n is even, we need to substitute the value of s is equal to 0 in the denominator equation or the polynomial equation and divide this term by square root of 1 plus zeta square. That value will be the numerator value for the h of s. So once the value of s is substituted in this equation, we get 0.3516 and we have to divide this expression by square root of 1 plus zeta square, and once we divide this we get the answer of numerator as 0.28. Therefore the whole transformation, the transfer function for the Chebyshev filter analog will be h of s is equal to 0.28 divided by s square plus 0.5306s plus 0.3516. Now by using bilinear transformation technique, we need to calculate h of z from h of s. So in h of s we need to substitute the value of s as 2 by t into 1 minus z raised to minus 1 divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1. Here the value of t is 1 second. Substitute the values, simplify step by step. I am going to take 1 plus z raised to minus 1 the whole square as a common part, but that will be shifted to the numerator. Here there is an expansion of a minus b the whole square. Here we'll get a minus b into a plus b, which will be 1 minus z raised to minus 2 plus 0.3516 into 1 plus z raised to minus 1 the whole square. Again simplify this as a plus b the whole square, multiply everything and you get the final answer as 0.28 into 1 plus z raised to minus 1 the whole square divided by 5.4128 minus 7.268 z raised to minus 1 plus 3.29 z raised to minus 2. So this is how you have to simplify and get the answer. So this is the answer for a digital Chebyshev filter using bilinear transformation technique. Now we'll be calculating the state for using impulse invariance method. For the same statement we'll be using impulse invariance method for the design of Chebyshev filter. So here in impulse invariance method, omega is equal to omega t, wherein this omega is for digital and this is for analog. So here the value of t is assumed to be 1 second. Therefore the value of omega p will be equal to omega p, that is the digital frequency will be equal to the analog frequency. So here omega p is 0.2 pi, omega s is 0.6 pi. We need to calculate the order of the filter. So before calculating the order of the filter, we need to calculate zeta and lambda. So by cross multiplying, we get the value of zeta as 0.75 and by cross multiplying these two we get the value of lambda as 4.899. And again by using the same formula for the Chebyshev filter, we get the order n as 1.45. The next step is that we need to round off the value of n to the next higher integer, therefore the value of n is equal to 2. The next step is we need to calculate the major and the minor poles or the axis. Here mu is calculated by this formula, substitute the value of zeta as 0.75 and we get the answer as 3. Again we need to calculate the value of a, which is equal to omega p square of bracket mu raised to 1 by n minus mu raised to minus 1 by n divided by 2. Substitute the value of omega p and mu, we get the value of a as 0.3625. Similarly, we need to calculate the value of b by using this formula and we get the answer as 0.725. Now we need to find the poles by using these two formula. Sk is equal to a of cos phi k plus jb sin phi k. Phi k is calculated by pi by 2 plus 2k minus 1 into pi by 2n. So here the value of phi 1 is 135 degree, phi 2 is 225 degree, and substitute the value of a and b which we have calculated previously. So we get the answer as minus 0.2563 plus j 0.513, and here we get the value of s2 as minus 0.2563 minus of j 0.513. Now again we need to calculate the denominator of the transfer function. Therefore it is s minus s1 into s minus s2. Substitute the value of s1 and s2. We get s plus 0.2563 the whole square plus 0.513 the whole square. So as the value of n is 2, we need to find the numerator. So substitute the value of s as 0 in this expression and divide this expression by square root of 1 plus zeta square. Substitute the value of zeta as 0.75 the whole square and we get the value of numerator as 0.263. Now the total transfer function is h of s is equal to 0.63 divided by s plus 0.2563 the whole square plus 0.513 the whole square. Now we need to look at this transfer function. So this is very careful. This is very important part. So here h of s is equal to b divided by s plus a the whole square plus b square. So here the value of b and this b should be having the same value. So the value of a looking at this expression is 0.2563 and looking at this value of b is 0.513. So even the numerator should contain the value of 0.513. Then only we can apply the impulse invariance formula. So here this is the expression what we have got and we need to resemble with this expression. So here what we are trying to do is that we are trying to multiply and divide 0.513 to this expression so that we can get this expression with respect to the transformation. So 0.263 divided by 0.513 into 0.513 divided by s plus 0.2563 the whole square plus 0.513 the whole square. So this is similar to this expression. Now we need to apply the impulse invariance method to get h of z. So this is the impulse invariance method technique, or by the standard expression we can get the answer. So if you keep the expression in this format, then we can get the answer directly from this part. So here the value of a is 0.2563 and the value of b is 0.513. Substitute the value of a and substitute the value of b and accordingly solve this answer. We get 0.194 z is to minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1.348 z is to minus 1 plus 0.598 z is to minus 2. So this is how we are going to design a digital Chebyshev filter using impulse invariance method. Thank you.